It's another rainy morning here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm just preparing to leave here now. I've got quite a bit of run today. I've got 700 and some miles to Salina, Kansas. I am northbound on Interstate 24, just left Nashville, and I've left most of the rain as well. It's kind of drizzly here, and I don't know how much of that's going to follow me into where I'm going today. First stop, SuperCharger here in Kentucky, and then on to Mount Vernon, Illinois, Columbia, Topeka, Kansas, and then Salina, Kansas for the evening. Well, this is the first construction of the trip so far. We're on Interstate 24 here, just by Cadiz, Kentucky. So hopefully it won't be too long, but there you go. Running in autopilot, as usual. Still on autopilot, but if you notice, the barriers here are pretty close. They are here, and every once in a while you'll find a barrier that's kind of sticking more in my lane. Just past one back there. Autopilot still centers it up here, but I would sure like to have a offset available where I could offset it maybe 10 or 15% to the right. Or if it's right-hand drive, maybe to the left. That way it gets me a little further away from this concrete.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto US Highway 62 West.
Well, this is the first stop in Kentucky SuperCharger.
Now turn left onto US Highway 62 West.
And then the SuperCharger's right
in
over
500
there.
feet, turn right onto Dazen Drive.
Okay, we are now plugged in here in Kentucky. Precondition the battery coming up. Oh wow, 142. Pretty high state of charge here, but we're really cranking. So this is kind of interesting. For those of you who are new to traveling, when you set your destination like I have here in Salina, Kansas, the Navicomputer specifies our route and each charging stop here. Our next stop is Mount Vernon, Illinois. And if you look close here, get my hand out of the way, you'll notice this number here. This is the percentage of upon arrival. And it says we will arrive with now minus 10%. And of course, this means that we need to continue to charge the 15 minutes. And then once this becomes a positive number and it gets up in the order of 8 or 10 or 12%, then we're good to go on to the next location. The computer will figure that out. And once we get in Mount Vernon, you see it says we need to charge an hour. It probably won't happen. And it's kind of a seesaw effect. So if I stay a little longer here, knowing that we're charging quickly, I can end up with more energy in Mount Vernon, which will limit the amount of time I have to charge in Mount Vernon to get over here to Columbia. So if I'm doing something here in Kentucky and I mess around a little bit longer because I'm busy doing something, then what we'll see here is that we'll see Mount Vernon, Illinois will be less of a time estimated to go on to the next location, which is Columbia, Missouri. So as you can see, when you plug into the charger here, this right here shows you the current amount of cost of electricity and how many miles I get for this amount of money. If you divide it out, it's actually very cheap to travel. Okay, we are fully charged and ready to go to Mount Vernon with 13% upon arrival. And a shout out to Jim from Florida. He's on his way back from California on the way to Florida, and I'm going the opposite way. So let's get the heck out of here. Okay, back on Interstate 24, heading north here now. Next stop, Mount Vernon. Yeah, it's a little foggy, but it's getting a little cooler too. It's 69, 70 degrees here now. We're in Illinois, and there's essentially two seasons in Illinois. One of them's winter, the other one is road construction season. Just into Illinois here on 24, hit road construction so far. Getting close to Mount Vernon now. 5 miles. Down here on the road, Potomac Boulevard. There's Arby's and McDonald's and all kinds of fast food places here. Applebee's, if you want to sit down. Even Cracker Barrel is here. All kinds of goodies. Looks like plenty of places to
Now
sleep
your destination is on the left.
Arrived here with 46 whopping miles. Let's get a charge and get out of here. So it's 82 degrees here today. I think I'm going to try the wet rag on the handle. It's already pretty warm here, so we'll see how that works. It is. Discovered how the superchargers work. Here it is. This guy takes care of it right there. Okay, wet rag report. This handle is absolutely cool. Surface of this is hot. So how about that? Work fine. All right, we are ready to go. It's 264 miles of charge. That wet rag thing worked awesome. Showing at 6% arrival here in Columbia, Missouri. So let's get on the road. We're on Highway 64, headed west now. Just got off 57. Going through St. Louis will be our next big city. And then on west. Oh, what a nice day here on Highway 64. Going right through the farmland here. A lot of farms growing all kinds of stuff here. And the right is corn. And over on the left is corn. You'd think you're in Iowa. Well, we're just getting out of St. Louis traffic here. Holy crap. I tell you what, I'm not sure anybody has a driver's license around here. Well, this is typical. Lost 2 lanes before the bridge. They must still be working on this bridge. They put the eastbound on both bridges and the westbound on one bridge. That's great. Is interesting. The marking for the lanes suck. There's a few dots here and there. Running autopilot, and as you can see, we're good. But the Navicomputer and the autopilot can see what lanes there are through probably contrast difference. Anyway, pretty crappy, but it seems to be working just fine. Eastbound I-70, about 56 miles from Columbia. You're getting close now, 30 miles to Columbia, Missouri. It's a long straight road, a lot of traffic. We are getting off the interstate here. St. Charles Road, and right over there, that hotel is where SuperCharger is behind. Chargers are right here
now
behind the hotel, and then find a free one and we're good to go. Looks like we got a couple folks charging. Okay, we've arrived here in Columbia. Got 38 miles. Let's get this thing connected and let's get on down the road. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that, 41 miles of range, and we've got 140 kilowatts pumping here. It's great and increasing. So just remember, you gotta wrap the rascal, the wet rag. Just leaving Columbia, got a good charge on the way to Independence. Looks like they've set it up so I go to Independence, so that'll be interesting. Well, 22 miles from the Independence SuperCharger. Still on Interstate 70, going by Odessa right now. Okay, here in Independence.
Now your destination is on the left.
SuperCharger's supposed to be right here. Oh, it's right in front of me. That's why I couldn't tell. It would have bit me if it was a snake. There we go. Here's the SuperChargers. There's only 6, but that's all right. Okay, we are now connected. So the guy in 3B is left, so I'm up to 145 kilowatts. I switched back to Salina. I had switched it to Topeka, which was halfway. But as long as I'm getting a full boat here, I'm gonna stick around. It says 40 minutes, so hopefully nobody else will show up. Okay, we are charged. Went back to the setting, which I have is 100%. Which it's 10 minutes to 100%, but we're good. Let's unplug and get out of here. We see Kansas. Made it to Kansas. This is downtown Topeka. That'd be Kansas. Apparently Texas doesn't know how to drive. Can't seem to stay on the road there. Well, Kansas. Interstate 70 in Kansas. How about that? Flat. I am off in Salina. Gonna head over to the hotel, which happens to be where the SuperCharger is.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Salina, Kansas. Yes, the battery is very low. It's 21 miles of range. Get this baby hooked up, see if we can get her charged up. Spend the night here. Well, I made it here to Salina, Kansas. It was a heck of a drive, 728 miles. It's a lot of driving today. I'm kind of tired. I kind of overextended this leg. On the way back, I'll make sure I try to go a little less than that. 600 miles, 650 is a good number, but 725, 750 is a long time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow I leave here and head to our place in Colorado Springs where we're spending the week. We will then set up the Performance Model 3 and get it all squared away for the race on Sunday. So, with that, I appreciate you watching the video. And if you'd like to buy yourself a Tesla, the link shown here at the bottom of the screen will get you 1,000 miles of free supercharging. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again.